losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic, believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Hey guys, how you going? I'm back. Okay, we are here this morning because I'm going to do a little bit of updates on news, and then we're going to jump over onto Rumble because I think Tim Air might be joining us. We'll see how we go. Either that or we'll have a call-in show or something like that. Hey Awakened One, how you going? I think it was a girl named Lauren Southern that went to Sydney by the mosque. I had the name wrong on YouTube. Yep, it's on YouTube. Yep, it is Awakened One. You're correct there. It was Lauren Southern. And Tommy said, hi, have a great show. And D. Lee, how you going? And Alex, how you going? Who else we got? Charles. Oh, yeah, Charles was number one. It got cut off here. Oh. I've got a cat wanting to get on the desk. Hang on one sec. Just going to move the cuppa out of the way so that doesn't go all over the keyboard and God knows what else. Okay, he wants out. Give me a sec, guys. Sorry. Straight away. And he wants out. Okay, sweetie, it's okay. 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 And Mercy Muskrat, how you going? D. Lee, how you going? Who else have we got in here? Tommy is in here. You're driving but listening? Oh, well done. Who else have we got? D. Lee. Randy, how you going? 2 in a row. You got 2 in a row. And, yeah, Mr. Smiggles and Bella. Okay. Let's go, because there's really some really interesting things happening at the moment. Okay, Autism Capital said this is who you are arguing with online. Are you ready for this? No, let's keep it like that. When you argue online with like bots and things, right? This is more than likely who you're arguing with. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. So if you, like, say you're on Twitter and someone has a go, I just laugh at them, honestly, because most of the time they're going to be one of these bots who are running about 100 phones each, and looks like they're from Asia, an Asian region somewhere. Tex Fisher said, we've got to be careful what I'm reading here because some things won't be I won't be able to do on YouTube. Tex Fisher said the Administrator of State is sadly far from gone, but overturning Chevron is a great start. Now, I did have it kind of does involve some 3-letter agencies, just maybe not the ones you think of. If Americans wanted to be governed by distant bureaucrats, we would have just remained a British colony. And that was in response to Lawrence Tribe, who said Chevron is now overruled, the administrative state just died. The imperial judiciary joins the imperial presidency, relegating Congress to a secondary role, except when it legislates with unrealistic specificity and foresight. So there is like some, but I'm still not sure exactly which three-letter agencies that it affects other than, is it the FDA? Things like that, like there's different agencies involved here. Kate M said, there are a few people I consider to be national treasures, but this woman is one of them. Jacinta, let me see if I can pronounce this. Nampijimpa? Okay. From her email yesterday, Labor, what a mess. I've been in Parliament this week putting the government's feet to the fire. Every so often Labor ministers and their bureaucrats front up and have to answer questions I ask on your behalf. It makes your head spin sometimes. It's amazing how little attention they pay to the real problems faced by Australians or to real solutions. Here's a roundup of what I've discovered. Everything Albo would rather keep deep under the covers. Remember a few weeks ago I told you about the massive scandal at the Australian Aboriginal Justice Association, the NAJA? That's the mob who appointed Hugh Woodbury as its chairman, a man who pleaded guilty to assaulting his pregnant partner. As if that was bad enough. Well, it gets worse. This week I grilled the National Indigenous Australians Agency. They gave direct funding, your taxpayer dollars, to NAJA. Now we learn there's an audit into the possible misuse of your money. This is big news and directly involves Indigenous Australians Minister Linda Burney. That's the Gucci Queen. Isn't she meant to be responsible for how money is spent in her portfolio? She is meant to be responsible, and I believe she's buying Gucci with it. You'd think. But we also discovered that the Albanese government's, that's just my opinion, by the way, that's not fact, Better Safer Future for Central Australia's scheme paid out $2 million to Tangentia Council. That particular organisation had Philip Miller on its board. He's a convicted domestic violence offender who served a 17-month prison sentence. Then there's the $18 million in funding handed to the Northern Territory Remote Housing Agreement for school boarders. Was it spent on what was actually needed by schools? Nope, the government pulled a number out of thin air without quantifying how many schools needed it and how much work is to be done. But this one would be hilarious if it wasn't so serious. I grilled them over when the grant guidelines would be released. They scratched their heads because they didn't know. Very embarrassing. But take a guess what got sent out 3 hours after I asked. Yep, the guidelines I asked for. And what about the $839.4 million they said they'd spend on remote housing? Turns out half that money was already in the budget. Smoke and mirrors. When you see this level of deceit and incompetence, it's no wonder why Labor are so against an audit of how all this taxpayer money is spent. Is it doing any good? Albo and his Labor cronies don't care. They'll keep spending it anyway. To them, it's just another press release with a big number. But it's not just a big number, it's your money. And I'm glad I'm here to ask the questions on your behalf. Someone's got to keep them accountable. So what this lady is doing is she is starting to get into where Aboriginal funding is going. Okay, she's starting to ask the questions. We need this. We need to find out where all this Aboriginal spending is going, because obviously it's not going to the people that need it. It seems to be going in Gucci's pockets. Miss Gucci. Okay. The rubber duck said, check this. Oh, no, I'll do that one on Rumble. And Cat Turd, just oh my God, and lots of laughing. Newsweek said undecided voters say they now support Joe Biden after the debate. Did they go to, are there any mental asylums open? Did they go there and ask them? Maybe they were asking the dead. You know, the ones that voted last time? Those ones? Maybe that's who they're asking. Because any normal person, I can't see voting for Joe. I mean, I can see people not voting at all because they don't want to vote for Trump. But I don't see anyone wanting to really go out and vote for Joe Biden for 4 more years of what the whole world is experiencing, let alone the US itself. Wow. Okay, Andy No said left and trans activist has been spreading a claim that Minneapolis trans activist was murdered in a transphobic hate crime, but the murder suspect is a Trantifa member who was already in a relationship with the victim. Okay, so they're doing it to each other? Okay, there you go. Yes, so that is that LGBTQ on LGBTQ violence? I don't know. Would they report it that way? No, they'd say a man probably, took out the trans person and, yep, that's what they normally do. Larry Cook said, maybe I can read that one. No, hang on. Oh, it's the FDA, yep. Okay, the FDA is the part of the Chevron doctrine. Okay? It runs deep, believe me. It's good that that's happened. I also heard someone say that it could have to do with the internet and those kind of rules and things too, which would open the door for a whole lot to be held accountable. Okay, this one I can read. Craig Kelly said you have to feel sorry for the hundreds of people at Nine Network that are going to lose their job, but this is what happens when an organisation goes woke. Nine have relentlessly peddled the climate change, including their laughable 16-minute fake news story falsely claiming that significant portions of the Maldives are being lost to climate change, when the truth is the peer-reviewed published science shows the islands are actually growing. How's that? And now, as the destructive insanity of net zero policies is starting to bite the Australian economy, thanks to the likes of Nine peddling climate change lies, and Nine are now complaining that economic headwinds are hurting them. And on Meta Facebook, when Meta are censoring free speech, including censoring the proceedings of the Australian Parliament because Australians were challenging the narratives, Nine should have been standing up for free speech and open debate. Instead, Nine cheered on the censorship, and now Meta have cut them off. The left is turning on the left. I mean, these industrial left, okay? Nine is now learning the lesson. Well, they're doing it even in the LGBTQ community. Nine is now learning the lesson, as they say, you reap what you sow. In other words, go woke, get woke, go broke. It's supposed to be get woke, go broke. Nine Entertainment staff passed no confidence motion over chief executive after announcement 200 jobs are going to be cut. There you go. Way to go, Channel 9. All our mainstream media. We've got ABC, 7, 9 and 10, SBS, and even Sky News Australia. I would put them in nearly with them. They're all corrupt. Brandon Straka said, oh yes, this one I was talking about this the other day. I was saying, remember that black dude who got on and said, I'm voting for that N-word, right? Calling Trump an N, right? I don't understand why we can't say that word. But anyway, I won't do it here on YouTube. Definitely not. But yeah, this is going to be played on Rumble. It's amazing. Quite amazing, actually, the way he talks. Carly Bones said, shoot me into the sun right now. Okay, let's see what this is about. Let me just check. Yep, the volume should be right.
We got to take a look at what I was left when I became president.
Oh, he sounds like
we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. Billionaires in America.
Oof.
Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look.
Oh no.
No, not the side eye.
Oh no!
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Oh, they cut him off!
The vast majority of constitutional scholars supported Roe when it was decided. Look, there's so many young women who have been, including a young woman who just was murdered, and he went to the funeral. The idea that she was murdered by a
What?
You're talking about abortion, man.
Here's the deal.
What?
There's a lot of
He's short-circuiting.
by their spouse.
What?
And they try to arrest them when they cross state lines.
Thank you.
I supported Roe v. Wade, which had 3 trimesters. The first time is between the woman and the doctor. Second time is between the doctor and an extreme situation. The third time is between the doctor, between the woman and the state. The idea that the politicians, that the founders wanted the politicians to be the ones making decisions.
Bro, you know he practiced that line, and he still f***ed it.
And according to a new nonpartisan
look at his
analysis,
face, look at his
President Trump
mouth.
Total ban on the total initiative relative to what we can do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
Ban?
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either.
Oh!
We had the safest border in the history of our country, but they endorsed me for president.
But you did.
Brandon, just speak to him. We had the safest border in history. Now we have the worst border.
You can see he is 6'5" and only 223 pounds, or 235 pounds.
You never said it was 6'4".
Well, you said 6'4", 200. Well, anyway, that's what you're. Anyway, just take a look at what he says.
Oh, he tried to dunk back. That didn't work.
Look, I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. And by the way,
oh, they're so lame. They're so lame. This is like real. He hates it.
That's the biggest lie. That he's a 6 handicap of all.
Oh God, I want to shoot me into the sun. Shoot me into the sun right now.
Sorry, I thought that was quite hilarious. Who's that guy? Hassan Piker. Is it really? Oh, that was quite funny anyway. Okay. Wall Street Silver's laughing. Me attempting small talk before bringing up the New World. This is me. I've realised I cannot have a normal conversation with anyone anymore without mentioning something, right? No wonder my friends think I'm nuts. They said I would argue with a rock. Oh, that's hilarious. And they probably are right now. They're probably right because I probably would. Ollie London said Biden squats as he walks through the door of the Waffle House in Atlanta. Watch him. Not a good look, mate. Especially after everyone keeps thinking that you're crapping yourself. I believe maybe it's because I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. The camera looks like it's down low. So he's kind of look, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, but I don't think it's going to work. Liz Churchill said, "Shut up, Sharon, you're irrelevant. No one cares about the washouts and losers of the Hollywood community anymore. It's over." So let's have a little look. Is this Sharon Stone? Is that who we're looking at? Because I don't even know. I wouldn't recognise her if she headbutted me. So
I've been thinking a lot about last night's debate. And I've been thinking about the fact that more women are registered to vote than any other singular group. So ladies, remember this. No matter how sleepy Joe may have seemed, he's wide awake for you. So vote. I've been thinking a lot about last night's debate.
sorry, I had my microphone off while I was blowing my nose. Really? Joe Biden is for women, is he? I don't know. I don't think he's for anyone regarding the last film clip we just watched. Anyway, I don't think he's even for himself. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. The next one I'll have to do on Rumble. What's this one? Okay, I always put like a comment in if I want to highlight a comment, and then I go back up to what I'm responding to, both of them. Abul Rizvi said, reminder that the radioactive problems created by nuclear power plants don't stop. They go on and on, right? Now, this is one classic example of a leftist conspiracy theory, okay? That nuclear is going to kill, it's whatever, everything, okay? Lakshabala, every day is a gift, said fear-mongering. This is a direct result of bad design and a tsunami. People have moved back to surrounding areas and resumed their lives. And I agree with that because they have. Fukushima, remember that? And then everyone's going, oh, everything's... Yeah, I believe that might be a conspiracy theory thrown in with normal conspiracy theories to confuse people and make people scared. Anyway, that's just my opinion. You might have a different opinion, and that is fine. Okay, back to Australia again. Stephen said Adam is now saying that he's not standing in front of an Australian flag because Australia's racist. If Australia is so racist, why is the Aboriginal population growing by 10% a year? Funny that. You won't stand with the Australian flag.
Greens leader Adam Bandt shocked many yesterday by having the flag removed prior to his press conference.
You chose not to stand in front of the Australian flag. Why is that?
Well, I think we've got a lot of work to do in this country to tell the truth. We've got a lot of work to do to overcome the racism and dispossession that many First Nations and Torres Strait Islander and Indigenous people face. We should start to fly the First Nations flags in Parliament. It's time to understand that the history of this country and the symbols that represent the history of this country are very hurtful to the First Nations people of this country.
Greens leader Adam Bandt shocked...
I can't do these people anymore. They drive me nuts. I want to slap them. Oh dear. The opinionated black woman auntie said, okay. Can someone figure out what the fuck this even means? We've been accidentally cooling the planet and it's about to stop. Humans' fossil fuel burning has cooled the planet while warming it, presenting problems for the future. Okay, so we've been cooling the planet while warming it at the same time. Can anyone explain that to me? How that works? Whoever Shannon Osaka is, they really need to go back to school and learn how to think, not what to think. And then we got Alexandria Marshall. Tucker trolling the ABC was the best part of the night. Now, this is someone's footage, some camera from the audience. It is not YouTube. It is not censorship stuff, okay? So leave me alone.
Well, no, but it's CNN, but isn't it literally state broadcasting? Don't you pay for it? And the guy's lecturing me about press freedoms in Russia, and I didn't realize he was from state TV. I was like, the irony alarm would have gone off. I didn't know that. The guy from state TV is lecturing about someone else's state TV? Settle down, state TV guy. You have no standing on that question. You should refuse to pay your taxes on the basis of their existence. I'm serious. You're paying that guy's salary? That's like a humiliation ritual. If they can make you pay that guy's salary, like what? Money! Well, no, but it's...
This was Tucker in Sydney, I believe. Was that Sydney or Melbourne? Hang on. I don't know. But either way, he was pretty good at having a go at our mainstream media. Oh, God love you, Michelle. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, God love you. How you going, Michelle? And I saw a few other people in here too. Wheezy was in here. Triangel. Randy. Sherry. Kai. How you going? And I think I've got everyone so far. I'm sure I said hello, Dealey, before. In case I didn't. Paul too. Yep, okay. Thank you so much, Michelle. I really appreciate that. God love you. Nigel Farage said political interference alert. It comes as no surprise that the BBC QT audience last night, question time audience, was rigged. They were not ordinary members of the public. They handpicked a prominent pro-Palestine activist and even a BBC TV director to attack me because that's how they work, right? Nigel Farage is your only hope. Anyway, doing well, and a lot of people like him. So, of course, the mainstream's going to try and stop that, or at least bring it down a few pegs. And whether they convince people to do that or not, it's, you know. I don't know. I don't know how anyone's falling for any of this anymore. Johnny Midnight says Scott Adams said the FBI robbed a bank and it's being covered as a process story. Literally, they robbed a bank. Where? Allegedly, apparently, okay, until I know for sure. YouTube, this is allegedly and apparently, okay? I mean, actually, really, no kidding, robbed a bank. Los Angeles Times said, when was this? From September 2022. Los Angeles Times said FBI agents drilled and pried their way into a 1,400 safe deposit boxes. 18 months later, newly unsealed court documents show that the FBI and U.S. Attorney's Office in Los Angeles got their warrant for that raid by misleading the judge who approved it. Uh-oh. They drilled and pried their way into 1,400 safety deposit boxes. And they lied to get that warrant approved. Oh dear. Allegedly, apparently. Okay. Craig Kelly said yet another wind turbine spontaneously combusts overnight in Portland, Victoria. We are actually in the middle of a national IQ test, okay? Imagine being so dumb that you'd ignore the greater bushfire risk resulting from installing thousands of self-combusting turbines along the Great Dividing Range, while believing in the superstitious myth that these wind turbines will reduce the bushfire risk by changing the weather. Okay? Because look, they're catching on fire. They're dropping flames onto the ground and in the Australian bush in the summer, you do not want anything like that going on at all. Okay, people are scared of you dropping a cigarette in the bush. So what do you think this is going to do? Okay, and wait till you see what other footage I've got. I've got these things in a tornado. Flying weapons. Okay, anyway, this person said, does Bowen understand wind turbines are tall objects? When storms are around 100 metres off the ground, tall objects send sparks up to meet it. When sparks connect, huge electric current surges rapidly down the channel into the object that produced the spark. Lightning strike. You know that, don't you? The lightning doesn't just come from the sky. It actually comes up from the ground. If you ever seen a slow motion lightning strike, you can see what happens with the lightning strike. It's not just coming from up above. Okay, Chuck Costello said, breaking report, following Biden's debate performance, Colonel Douglas McGregor calls for early elections. President Biden is not fit to discharge the immense duties of the presidency, they said. And it was on display for all to witness. Yet his enablers and political allies continue to exploit him to substitute the destructive agenda for the interests of the American people. The unconscionable betrayal of the sacred trust that must exist between the federal government and American citizens is all around us. Destructive executive orders and policy directives, many of which are likely signed when President Biden was in a rapidly diminished state of mind, inflicting tremendous damage on our nation. Ooh, by opening the southern border. Okay, we're going to go over that one on Rumble. I'll play that. Then Cat Turd said liberalism is a mental disorder, allegedly. Wilder said total liberal meltdown. Are you ready? Look, this is not good. You can't scare people this much, right? Brainwash them so they're this scared. Anyway, let's listen.
Forget the debate. Go check out what the Supreme Court just did. Wiped out government regulations on everything from net neutrality to the EPA. We're owned by the corporations and the Republican Party now. My children are going to live in hell.
Well, she managed to squeeze a tear out, so that's why I'm assuming she's literally shitting herself. Not a good way to be, right? Let me tell you. I feel sorry for some of these people, especially if they believe this, but seriously, I don't know, wake up. Bo Loudon said breaking over 25,000 people were at rightful President Trump's rally in Chesapeake, Virginia. The mainstream media definitely won't report this. Sure, it would be a shame if everyone shared this and it went viral. Look how many people are there. I'm going to just cut the volume because I don't want to be any claim censorship or anything. It's a lot of people. There you go. And it just keeps going all the way around. Cool. Okay, Robbie Starbucks said no one deserves a medal, a month, flag or recognition for their sex life. The left won't shut up about sex preferences. They're the insecure guy who overcompensates by always talking about it. Stop forcing it. Keep your sex life to yourself. Normal people do not want to know. I don't want to know about someone else's, and I don't want them to know about mine. Even though I don't have one, I don't care. I don't want anyone to know about it. Shh. I didn't say that. Monica Schmidt, Reignite Democracy Australia, said people say, oh, everyone's asleep. Then a famous common censor visits your country and packs out the biggest conference centres we have. It gives me hope to see how many people agree with such an incredible man like Tucker Carlson. I keep telling Australians to have more faith in their fellow citizens to stand up when it's needed. This is proof. Our own Prime Minister or the President of the United States of America couldn't get a crowd together this big unless they paid them. They must really hate this. Look at that. This was for Tucker Carlson. Look at it. I wish I had been there. Yep, every venue is packed with happy, like-minded patriots who see the present and want a better future. Exactly. America First Legal said we sued Biden and Blinken for violating the Taylor Force Act and illegally subsidising Palestinian terrorism. Today, the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Texas denied the Biden admin's second motion to dismiss the case. We are about to pull back the veil. Honestly, I think things are really about to... we haven't seen anything yet, okay? That's what I'm thinking. We're about to see a whole lot. Libs of TikTok said, Democrat org move on is freaking out because Trump has 14 times more TikTok followers than Joe. So they're seeking influencers to warn their followers how bad Trump is and spread propaganda for the DNC. Allegedly, apparently. YouTube. According to the Pew Research Centre, about 1/3 of people younger than 30 regularly get their news from TikTok. This is a big problem because right now MAGA is absolutely dominating on TikTok. And Trump amassed 5 million followers within 3 days, 14 times as many as President Joe Biden has. The most recent polling shows that support for President Biden among younger voters is underwater and trending in the wrong direction. Drowning, in other words. Israel said, your greatest enemies are living in America. You want judgment? Watch. Tell me this isn't spot on. Kim Clement, August 29, 2015. I'll let him say it.
Do not be afraid of North Korea. Do not be afraid of Iran. Do not be afraid of the nations. For in 2016, everything will change, says the Lord. There will be a sound of liberty from the White House. There will be a sound of prayers from the White House. Pennsylvania Avenue shall be surrounded by people that will pray and ask me to intervene. And I shall, says the Lord. So what is the foreboding sound? It is the sound of the enemies of America living in America. Those are your greatest enemies, who call themselves citizens, who call themselves citizens, but they are enemies of the cross and enemies of the nation, and they shall be dealt with. You want judgment, says the Lord? Watch. Watch the atheists. Watch. You want judgment? Then watch those that have risen up against me and said, perhaps we shall embrace Ba'Allah. Perhaps we shall embrace that religion. Maybe we shall embrace Sharia law. Ha! I laugh at you because the spirit of Elijah is in this nation, and Jezebel shall not stand, says the Lord.
Well said. That's all I'm going to say.
Do not be afraid.
Well said. They will be accountable. They worship Baal, Moloch. Satanic practice in general. There was a sound of liberty when Trump was elected. And yeah, we're going to go through a season of exposure. And the enemy uses chaos when pinned into a corner. Do not let the darkness overpower what God can do. Nothing can stop it. What's coming? Okay? Nothing. Nothing can. They can't. Peter Sweden said a 12-year-old British boy was questioned by counter-extremism police officers after the school reported him. His crime? The boy said there are only two genders. Welcome to 1984. Crazy. Anti-WEF said people wearing this badge are destroying your future. So if you see people wearing this badge, do not listen to them. That is the best thing you could do for yourself, is to not listen to them. Jordan B. Peterson said all women should be required by law to share their private spaces unaccompaniedly with the sketchiest of men. Sincerely, Satan and many liberal Australians, apparently. Yes, that's exactly right. Rachel Wong, Victoria the government, Australia's new taxpayer-funded campaign. They're using your tax dollars to pay for this shit. Is gaslighting in the extreme. According to this ad, women should put the feelings of men above our own instincts, comfort, safety, and be inclusive and kind to men invading our spaces and sports. Enough. No. Doesn't even look right. Sorry, but that's not a woman, and just dropping your stuff in front of someone else just for them to pick it up is just ridiculous. You are not an old woman, you're an old man. Sorry. Listen here, government, I do. Listen to what I'm saying, right? And I understand what I'm saying, and I believe what I'm saying, right? Strong white people, bad migrants, good vibes too in this one. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. And they're using taxpayer dollars for this? Okay. Faithless Nomad, I wonder what a hurricane in North Queensland will do to the wind farms along the Great Dividing Range. Verica said tornado destroys another wind farm in Iowa. Wind and solar are just bottomless money pits. Are you ready to see what happens? Okay, let's have a look.
Did hit those wind farms.
There you go. So, and they're putting all these in a cyclone area, right? Hurricane, cyclone area in Queensland. What could possibly go wrong there? And every time a wind turbine explodes, the taxpayer has to pick up the $2.2 million bill, said Lisa. Every time solar panels are destroyed by wind, hail, fire or floods, the taxpayer has to pay a multi-million-dollar bill. This is a never-ending money pit where they can just keep taking and taking and taking. Every time a lithium-ion battery explodes, often injuring people, the taxpayers foot the bill and the politicians look the other way. Turbines, panels and lithium batteries amount to environmental terrorism, we all know it. So when are we going to put an end to this fake renewable madness? I'd like to know. Okay, and Geolof said Back to the Future a gimmick or case of what the fuck are you thinking, Mabel? Okay, let's have a look.
Let's go charge the Cybertruck. Grab the charger right here, and you gotta tap, 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 until the charger port opens. Tap, tap, door, open, open, open. There we go. Let's see how fast we're charging right now. 1 hour and 30 minutes. Times 61, that is $73 for a full tank. That's gonna give me a range of 296 miles.
Boom, 405 miles.
I think it's pretty good because you're driving the future, aka the Cybertruck.
How is this the future? It took me 1:52 to fill up my tank. It was cheaper to fill up my tank, and I can go farther. I don't fucking get it. Make it make sense.
Let's go.
Honestly, sweetie, none of us know, okay? None of us. Okay. Geolof said, did you catch that? This little miss can't be wrong. You'll either pick up what was said or just be focused on Tucker's head. Now, okay, now what's going on here? I didn't check these out, so let's have a look.
Look, 9/11 was used as the pretext to grab civil liberties and to deploy troops around the globe when they're still not back, and they do need to come back. But now we've got more troops deployed in our nation's capital than we do those two countries. So,
yeah, this is grotesque. And I appreciate you finding a member of Congress to say this is...
Look.
Okay, so he shook his head when he said there's more in the capital. What is this? Shit. Look at it. I don't know what. Okay. Let's have a look at this one. Another electric vehicle.
One of the greatest things about owning an electric vehicle, specifically a Tesla, other than the Cybertruck being the best looking vehicle ever produced ever, is that after charging for about 12 hours overnight, and me not being able to drive it during any sort of emergency because it's charging, I have a whopping 42% battery, which means I can go 133 miles anywhere I want to go. But even better is that 42% battery only cost me about $40 or $50 to fill up. Can your gas car do that? With a gas car, I'd have to pay about $50 for a full tank to go 500 miles. Why would I do that when I can pay $40 or $50 to go 133 miles in an electric car? And with an electric car, you have to wait 10 or 12 or 15 or 40, 50, 60 hours to charge it. With a gas car, you have to wait 3 minutes at the gas station. It just doesn't make sense to buy a gas car anymore at all.
Of course. That's being
One of the greatest things about owning an...
Obviously, he's being sarcastic. Yeah, okay. And Geolof shared this one with us. The state of Tennessee banned the depositing of conspiracy theories from the skies, and wouldn't you know it, all the conspiracy theories got solved. Isn't that something? Rufus said, if chemtrails aren't real, why do they disappear when you ban them? Look at this lovely sky. Hang on. I want to see this lovely sky, free of any of that shit. Oh, look how beautiful.
It has been well over 30 days to see since Congress banned chemtrails. We used to have stripes all day long, every day in the sky. Guess
Look
what?
how beautifully blue it is.
Still haven't seen a single chemtrail in the sky.
Careful swinging it around
Since
too much, mate. You're going to make me
Tennessee
motion sickness.
Congress banned chemtrails in Tennessee. Oh, I thought that was a conspiracy theory. Isn't that funny how all the stripes just disappeared out of the sky magically as soon as they banned it? Not a single one. It's been well over 30 days. Huh, funny how that works.
I hear you, mate. I hear you. Okay. Geoloff said, just live it up, laugh it up while everything comes crashing to the ground. Oh, what a lovely way to burn. Libs of TikTok said, this is a CEO of United. I'm not kidding. United. Is that United Airlines? Oh dear. Can't be good. Okay. Crawling off a stage. Have they got... Are they gloves or like paw things on their hands? I don't know. Oh dear God. Whoa. Me no likey. I don't like this. Not like it at all. No. No. I think these people should go off and have an island of their own and do whatever they want there, honestly. Leave the rest of us alone. Because, yeah, no, we don't. I don't know about you guys, but really I don't like this. It makes me highly uncomfortable. And knowing that they're a CEO of a huge corporation makes my blood run cold. Okay, I don't need to see that again. I really don't. Okay. Jumping the shark big time. Okay. I don't know if I can show this one here. What is it? Jumping the shark big time, Geoloff said. Lisa said, I'm dead. Wait until you see and hear what was so disturbing, dark and horrible that it couldn't be shown to us. Oh my God, I have no words for this. What's going on? I don't know whether to play this or not, guys. I might do this one on Rumble just in case. I'm just not 100% sure. And Tucker in Australia, Q&A. That one I'll probably play on Rumble as well. Geoloff said, I don't know if you remember Diamond and Silk, but check out what she's showing. Elon Musk parody said they made up an office that doesn't exist. Fueled by lies, illegal actions. Watch, share, prepare. Hang on. This is from Diamond and Silk.
Oh, I'm talking some big stuff. Now listen, y'all, listen. I don't know. The FBI, the DOJ, girl, and they may be listening to me right now, but I want y'all.
Okay, that's got music behind it too, so I won't continue to play that either. I'll do it on Rumble. Okay. So there we go. So, what interesting news we have today. Okay. Where am I up to now? Okay. Triangel said, hi, glad to see you all. Hey, Triangel, how you going? And Kai, fixing a spark up a bowl, Tipsies. And Wheezy was here. And Randy said, just back from beer and pizza. Cool. Paul said, hope you're all having a good weekend. And Nursing Muskrat made it. It's good to see. Alex said, how sad being a bot monitor. Imagine that. Like, you got like 50 to 100 phones in front of you, and half the time when you're arguing online, that's who you're arguing with. Someone like that. Randy said, smoking a fatty. Randy said, got more growing. Alex said, Biden will probably get it anyway as he's easily controlled. Kai said, I've been wanting to grow some, but... Wheezy said, I support Miss Hev for being awesome and loyal. Even though we have certain different views, I've always considered Miss Hev as awesome and sweet. Oh, God love you, Wheezy. Oh, God love you. Yep, I do. I listen to Wheezy, and even though we don't always agree on stuff, I'll still tune in because I support Wheezy in waking up and everyone waking up and, yeah. So I'm in with that. Alex said, we don't always have to agree with each other, but that's what I love about this chat. We can all respect each other. Wheezy, yep. Randy said, love Hev. Oh, God love you. And Sherry said, hey, y'all. And Kai said, Guy sounds like he's caught in his zipper. Alex said, short-circuiting. And everyone's saying, hello, Sherry. And Sherry's saying, hello, everyone. And Kai said, yeah, he's stuck. And Kai said, my mum would argue with a rock. I'm positive. Well, at the moment, looking at my behaviour over the last few years, I probably would, argue with a rock. But there's a reason for it, right? And it's only because I care about people and care about the truth and care about, everything going on that I would do it. Otherwise, I would shut up and go away. Oh, I can't believe it. I used to be very shy, guys, so I don't even know how I'm doing this or how I can argue with a rock, but apparently I can. Oh, my God. Okay. Alex said, I don't think Sharon Stone is known for her face. No. I wouldn't know her anyway. If she headbutted me, I just wouldn't know who she was. I'd like, oh, who the fuck is it, What the fuck are you doing? You're right there, headbutting me in the face, mate. Randy said, I'm sunstoned. Alex said, it's hard to know what's true. There's so much propaganda that surrounds everything. And Michelle, how you going? God love you. Kai said, all animals are inherently racist or there'd be no pure breeds of anything. Mixable. There you go. Everyone's saying, hey, Michelle. Randy said, couple of good beers, couple of good joint, caught live, life is grand. Good stuff. Okay. And Deb said, and Debbie in the house. Is the other Deborah here? I'm just in case I've missed. I don't want to miss anyone. Out to lunch said Donna is babysitting Grant. Oh. And Kai said Hev. And Deb said Fred loves Donna and Donna loves Fred. And Dealey said Deb is in the house. And, oh, Deb, I missed you. There you go. How you going, Deb? I'm thinking, is the other Deb here? Because I thought I already said hello to you, but I don't think I did. So, how you going, Deb? Good to see you. Oh, my God. Out to lunch said, Alex, hey, beautiful. Deb said, hey, good to see you. Great to see you, Kai. Luna, how you going? Good to see you too, Luna. Kai said, oh, have you be surprised how many truly stupid people see breathing right now? I just can't believe that no one, but there's still people asleep. I'm having trouble. Okay, I'm best off staying in my house, keeping to myself, right, and not dealing with people right now. Oh, shit. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Everyone's saying, Luna, good to see you, and Randy, how you going? And Kai said, our breathing, autocorrect is bugging again. Oh, yeah, our breathing right now. Out to lunch said, hey, out to lunch, how you going? They will all get promoted instead of jail time, I figure. No, I think they're going to be held accountable. I know they will. Paul said, have to go. You'll take care and enjoy the rest of the weekend. You too, Paul. Kai said, next few years may be near hell. And Deb said, hey, Wheezy. And out to lunch said, Paul, take care. And Geoloft, how you going? Good to see ya. I just played some of your videos there. Hope you caught that. Alex said, take care, God bless, and see you soon, Paul. Deb said, hey, our beautiful menacing muskrat. And hey, Geoloft. Out to lunch said, the loft of Geo has bats. And Deb said, hi, bye, Paul. Kai said she looked constipated. Menacing muskrat said, hello, Deb. I think that poor one had too many boosters, just saying. Geoloft said, hey there, Alex. Deb, out to lunch. Out to lunch said, that's a lot of people at a Biden rally. No, the rally that we seen was Trump. Yeah. And Kai said, Geo. Deb said, if you really love Hev, hit that thumbs up. Alex said, people are going to flip out when they find out they think things are bad now. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. Deborah is in here. How you going, Deborah? And Geoloff said, hey there, Kai. And Kai said, I do if it's hilarious. Menacing Muskrat said, did anyone hear a large bang on here? No, on my stream? Out to lunch said, shamed me into hitting the like button. How dare you? How dare you? Kai said, and just before our lips touched, a thunderous fart broke the silence. Alex said, too many boosters, lol, Menacing Muskrat. Alex said, I didn't hear it, Menacing Muskrat. Check around your house, Menacing Muskrat, just in case something fell over, or I don't know. Maybe it came from your end and you maybe thought it was on screen. I don't know, on the stream. Out to lunch said, Kai, is that an original or from a movie? Kai said, oh God, she exclaimed as her eyes began to water. D-Lee said it might have been Kai breaking wind, laughing. Menacing Muskrat said, I swear Alex can't believe how these booster peoples think. Kai said original romantic. Out to lunch said, but grabbed a mason jar and canned it real quick. Menacing Muskrat said, Kim Clement. Out to lunch said, money to be made in methane. Alex said, I know, I saw a bus driver wearing a mask in the baking heat the other day too. Oh no. I'm still seeing people with masks on and I'm like, seriously? Like, I don't know. How do you tell that, like, they're strangers to me, so I'm not going to go up and say, you know, you don't need to wear that mask. And then give them a diatribe of how COVID was. Oh, my God. I can just imagine. I'm too used to doing this now on stream that I would do the same thing face-to-face with people. And they don't like it, especially if they're asleep. Like, my friends are, I've learnt, really asleep, right? Because they think I'm crazy with what I talk about. I even got told the other day to go to America then. Okay, if I care so much about America, go there. And I thought, you know what? Not a bad idea. Guy said, sorry, said I eat a lot of fish. Bo, that's me, she replied. Out to lunch said Clement was killed, you think? Kai said all accounts will get settled soon. And Kai, Deb's laughing. Menacing Muskrat said out to lunch, I believe God took Kim Clement home. He's done his job. Geoloff said, hey, how strange it was to see old man Walter just hanging on by a thread when his political future depends on it. But the next day he's all energetic and defiantly bold. Maybe he drank a Coca-Cola? Did something. Out to lunch said, she said you eat fish for taste or smell because, well. What are you guys quoting here? Kai said, Muskrat, me too. Alex said, I don't need to see a badge for me to not listen to any of them. No, exactly. I don't care what they say. It's not affecting me, right? Like what they say does not run my life. Kai said, fish and onions. Menacing Muskrat said, and soon, very soon, God is coming for the rest of us. Can I hear an amen? Amen, Menacing Muskrat. Randy said, bean pizza. Bean pizza? Beer and pizza. Amen. Okay. Kai said that last one looks like a serial deleter. Out to lunch said, doing good is easy, but not all no. Hey, Darren, how you going? Good to see you. Kai said, don't pick up his stuff and you're next. Alex said, now watch him bulldoze all those women down after the scrum. Yeah, exactly. Out to lunch said, Mr. B, hello. Everyone's saying hello to Darren. Randy said, holy flamin' windmill. Exactly. What about the ones that turn into weapons when they're hit by a tornado or hurricane or cyclone or any strong winds, you know, that rip off those blades and send them hurtling into the air? What goes up must come down, right? Randy said, bumbling Biden. Out to lunch said, is windmill driving or pulling storms? Well, we don't know that, do we? Alex said, even nature wants to get rid of the turbines. That's a good one, Alex. Kai said that was due to construction malady. Deb said the most useless crap ever made, solar, etc. Yeah, I'm still seeing people get solar installed all along their roofs, and I'm like, I wonder if they know. Like, they're getting charged to send the electricity back to the grid when they're supplying it for free. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Anyway, they used to be paid for the money, now they're getting charged for it, okay? Work that one out. Kai said, yep, that's the ticket. Out to lunch said, need insurance on the mills. Darren said, the wind turbines are not made to be efficient, they're made to make money for a few. Exactly, same as the solar panels. Dealey said, probably a bit of both out to lunch. Kai said, definitely both. Menacing Muskrat said, allegedly people that drive EVs are diagnosed with stage 4. Oh, kids. Really? Menacing Muskrat. Oh, no. Randy said, petro power piston head. Oh, give me a petrol run car any day. Seriously? I don't like electric things. They're not reliable enough. And then our electricity grid's not reliable because they're trying to work on these renewables and trying to run off them. So nothing's reliable. So no. Menacing Muskrat said PPPs, Randy. Darren said 3 days before Labor gets to finish off Britain. Oh no. Deb said you can't hear the EV car. It's creepy. Alex said you couldn't pay me to own an electric vehicle. How excruciating waiting for it to charge to get virtually no miles out of it. Exactly. And like you go to a petrol station, 2 or 3 minutes, you're done. Oh, unless you've got to wait to line up to pay the people. What, maximum 5-10 minutes if it's still less than an hour or more. Oh. Menacing Muskrat said, oops, I was stuttering again, Randy lol. Randy lolled. Darren said, I feel sorry for blind people. Deb said, Deb's laughing, and then they exploded. Sorry. Randy said, I like my 187 horsepower, 493 pound motorcycle. That's the way. Alex said he sold that EV so well. He did, didn't he? Deb said, I love petrol. Yep. Alex said, I love my diesel. Yeah, petrol or diesel. Yep. Kai said, without gas, you can't say gas, grass, or as. No free rides. Menacing Muskrat said, I love my electric four-wheeler. Just got to find a current bush. Roll on the floor laughing. Yeah, you need a current bush. One that gives the current so you can recharge it. Randy said, ice forever. Darren said, find a battery technology that doesn't explode and self-oxygenate and I'll consider it. Yeah, exactly. Menacing Muskrat said, one too many boosters. Darren said, so many demons in the world. Randy said, I ride my demon, your motorbike. Deb said, I couldn't respect my boss like... No, you couldn't, could you? Seriously. Triangel said, this is torture of the mind. Alex said, serious mental illness is truly being encouraged instead of treated. And Deb said, I see demons too. And Kai said, where'd it go? That's not what Kai said, that's what I said. Hang on. Oh, wow. I'm way back in the comments. Okay, where are we? Oh my God, here I am, somewhere here. Kai said, the best I've seen was a pedal generator with a weighted flywheel on the motorcycle frame. Yep. Dealey said, too many demons. Out to lunch said, there are some FEMA camps not being used right now, I think. Make them safe. Menacing Muskrat said, Tucker was so great. Randy said, going to drag strip. Alex said, the line was crossed way before they started letting people shit in letterboxes in the corner of the room. Exactly. Yep, Randy fail furries, yep. And Alex said, snap, Menacing Muskrat. Darren said, my cat won't even shit in a letterbox. There you go. You know what my cat does? Goes outside for ages, comes back in, and then shits in the letterbox. And I'm like, you were just outside Why couldn't you go out there? Save me some cleaning, a little tiny bit. Shit. They can't. They come back in and do it. I don't know. Maybe they feel safer in here. I don't know. I've got some pretty wussy cats right now. They're very sooky. They're really soft cats. Kai said, drop the link at the end and I'll hop over. Out to lunch said, or was it Silk? Randy said, me too. Deb said, put poo into the litter can sometimes helps show them where to go. Alex said, I saw a video of police officers letting children hold the lead of a fully grown bloke, dressed like a dog, deranged world we are in at the moment. Oh, dear God. That's another thing people need to learn to keep to themselves. Fetishes, right? Keep it to yourself, in your bedroom. I don't care, and I don't want to hear about it, right? Simple as that. I don't want to know what anyone's sex life, okay? I don't want to know. You do weird shit, good on you, it's up to you. I don't want to know. Anyway, Darren said online polls showed 49% support for reform, had a wider reach than 24k people normally polled. Wow, excellent. And Deb said, like the curly hair, Hev. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just got up and showered and I don't know, it's a bit weird because I've straightened the fringe and the rest of it's all curly. It's like I didn't know whether to have straight or curly hair. Okay. Darren said she's been eating her greens, Deb. Randy said, I like curlies. Menacing Muskrat said, so as in the days of Noah, Jesus is returning very soon. Kai said, I wouldn't argue with a rock, I'd break it. Alex said, I agree, Deb. Hev looks lovely with curls and straight hair. Oh, God, love yous. D-Lee said, Hev, you've got your core group here. Yep, I think so. Definitely. Out to lunch said, Hev, you're safe because we can't scream at or touch you. Oh, God, love yous. I wouldn't mind if yous were going like, fuck you, Hev, on the other side of the screen there. I don't agree. No, I don't agree. Oh, no. Out to lunch said, wires too thin. Randy said, end of time for them, not us. Yeah. D-Lee said, out to lunch, but we can make her sing, cry, and get hungry. Yep, you sure can. Alex said, yes, Randy. Deb said, 9:23 a.m. Adelaide, South Australia, not moist. Well, it's very moist in Sydney today, so here comes the rain. And tonight or tomorrow, and then for the next 3 days, it is possible that it might snow. I don't know. We'll see. They always promise, and they never happens. Because they can't get the weather right, see? Or they're going to say it's not going to snow, and then it does, and you're like, well, I don't trust them anymore. Randy said, best of the times, age of Aquarius coming. Geoloff said, just FYI, many Tesla autos are showing up at auctions and public classifieds. Beware, they're sold as is, and if Tesla deems the vehicle unsafe or too damaged, they will delete the car's programming. There you go. Deb said, how do people in... And the rest of the sentence is missing. Deb, what happened? Out to lunch says, it's been a beautiful day, just the right temp here with no aircon on. Lovely. Alex said, crookery at every turn, Geoloft. Kai's laughing at Geo. Yeah, what Geo said, yep. Kai said, here comes the story. Deb said, yes, when I entered the chat, or the farting people in chat. Kai said, good old farting Jar Martin. What? Darren said, never buy a car that can be reprogrammed or hacked. Wait till they start hacking the things. Deb said, I had a friend, was ahead of her time, get others ready for the Aquarian age. She was an Aquarian too. Menacing Muskrat said, how are you doing these days, Kai? And Kai said, wow, oppressive, an aquarium. Yeah. Instead of Aquarian, Deb wrote aquarium. So Kai said, wow, impressive, an aquarium. Geo said, Alex, it seems crooked, but shade tree mechanics and chop shops have brought the restrictions into being. More automakers will adopt this deprogramming strategy to protect their enterprise. Kai said, Muskrat had an emotional morning, doing all right though. Said Kai. Out to lunch said, no, Hev, you tell people that no, you care about Australia first, but what happens in the US affects Australia. Exactly. I can't even be bothered telling them anymore. So I ran on about something and then I shut up and just go, yeah, take that, right? Aaron said, amen, not be men. Kai said, was she fresh or salt? Alex said, at least I can visibly see who to avoid with those masks on. Dealey said, Darren, right, I was looking to rent a vehicle online and I read everything and all their rental record, everything, and can be turned off. Keep track of everywhere you go. I think most cars do that. Most cars with a computer system on it now, which is all new cars, I think, can do that. That's why I like the old 70s, 80s cars. No computers, purely mechanical, and I'd prefer that. Darren said, prices go up but don't come down. Exactly. Alex said, things are also getting smaller too. Shrinkflation, yeah. Kai said, and fake meat, don't forget that crap. Yeah. I'd rather forget that crap, actually. I don't. I mean, I'd, just leave it in the shop. Don't touch it. I'm being a smarty pants. Yeah, don't forget this fake meat around. Just beware. Darren said, yes, Alex, just like Trump's Tic Tacs, lol. Out to lunch said, soon we'll have to rent our cash and then tax the rental. Dev said, I got fresh kill here. Ooh, what do you got? Have you got a deer or something? Kai said, fart taxes. Yeah, that's what carbon tax is. It's a breathing tax and a farting tax and, and you got to pay for cows farting as well because apparently that's bad for the environment, even though cows have been here for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Anyway, maybe thousands. Dealey said, oh no, out to lunch, don't give them ideas. Out to lunch said, Deb, is that a confusion? Menacing Muskrat said, allegedly EV are not allowed on ferry boats. No, because they can catch on fire and explode. That's why. Now where am I going? I've jumped again. Here we go. Alex said, I remember the days when we used to get value for money. Lucky if you get a basket full of things now for the price of a small mortgage. I'm sick of walking out with 2 bags of groceries and it's $100. For nothing. Like, what the fuck did I buy? Unbelievable. Deb said, butchers. Out to lunch said, so you have help too. Darren said, true, Muskrat, they're too explosive for ferries. Menacing Muskrat said, and the battery fires are impossible to put out. So this ferry would sink and people would drown and that would not be good. That's why they don't allow them on a ferry. Out to lunch said, I thought there was a battery like that and safe too. Kai said, saw a clip from France, every EV in sight burning. Alex said, I don't think I'd want to be on a ferry with EVs either, stuck in the middle of the ocean with ticking time bombs. Yikes. I agree, Alex. Deb said, they cannot put an EV out. No, they can't. Darren said, I won't even park next to an EV. You know what? I probably would. But my car's going to fall apart, so... yeah, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, Miss Sells said, my cat does that too, God love you. Miss Sells. Yeah, I got that right, I think. Kai said, don't mention the child slaves that have to dig lithium. Yeah, I know. Deb said they don't like sharing litter spaces. There you go. Darren said that's the worst part of all, Kai. Out to lunch says, what? Shitting is a defenceless time? Pardon me, what? Kai said, no crap, I'm not celebrating what anyone does in anyone's butts. No. That's sodomy, I don't know. No. Don't like butt talk. No. Just keep that away. It's fine. Just go in your bedroom. Shh. Leave me alone. Alex said deranged and deluded behaviour is being normalised. Deb said the lithium mining is so sickening. Out to lunch said I feel safe in a bathroom. Menacing Muskrat said God says do not damage the oil or wine. Revelation 6:6. And Kai said in guard training they'll tell you if a prisoner tries to grape you, crap your pants. That's pretty sad, actually, that you have to do that. Timmy says, shivers, I agree with you, Hev. Sadly, having spent many years in psychiatry, I've heard plenty of people's fetishes, and it's hard keeping a neutral face. Yeah, I do. Yeah. No. I'd prefer everyone keeps it in their rooms, okay? I don't want to hear. I don't want to know. I don't want to know which way you like doing what. I don't care. Deb said, not rainwater tanks full, still waiting for good rain. Oh, really? Oh, you still haven't got enough? Oh, pray for rain for South Australia. And Kai said, Timmy, I couldn't do it. And Deb said, hey, Timmy. And Out to Lunch said, our cat's been shitting outside now. Oh, there you go. Maybe if I just got rid of the kitty litter, they have to. I couldn't. In case they shit in my house, I couldn't do it, man. Just in case they decided to shit on the carpet. I can't. No. Darren said, I'm still waiting for the heat wave they promised this week. Hey, remember the red wave? Supposed to happen a few years ago, right? I've got a feeling it's this year. Think about it. The red wave. It's incoming. Thank you for reminding me about the wave, Darren. Out to Lunch said, more than inside, finally. GLoff said, the new trend I'm seeing with electric vehicles is that criminals are stealing the charging cables for the copper and apartments, and HOAs are banning home charging due to fires affecting the community. If you're in an HOA, get away from, seriously, I don't know, those homeowner associations. Holy shit. Oh, I've seen some videos of those people, and ooh, wow. Unbelievable. Deb said, Deb, cat, sell? And laughing. Dealey said, had Timmy, I bet I couldn't listen with a neutral face. Deb said it was. Debbie can't spell. Mr. Sells said, the many good can defeat the few bad. I believe so. And Darren said, very true, Mr. Sells, unless you're an apple. Yeah, because one apple can spoil the bunch. Is that right? Darren said, yes, if you need the insurance, feel free to park next to EVs. Yeah, my car's like, seriously, it's only just getting around, okay? So, we're fine. Oh, God love you, Timmy. Timmy said, I bought a new car recently. It's overly electronic. It does a bit of self-driving. I was appreciative of its accident avoidance tech. Someone pulled out in my lane and the other car swerved. The wheel spun in my hands and the next thing I knew, they were behind me. Really? Oh, my God. Thank you, Timmy. God love you. Oh, my God. God love yous. Don't start me crying. None of that, okay? But the wheel spun in your hand and the next thing you knew, they were behind you. Oh, my goodness. Imagine that. I hope you're ready too, Timmy, because we're jumping on Rumble and soon. Out to Lunch said I couldn't tell it with a straight face, or at least was able to. Ooh. Jumped again. Menacing Muskrat said plus 30 degrees Celsius here. Wildfires are sparking. Bombers and heli are up. Oh, Menacing Muskrat, stay safe. Really close. Oh, no. Okay, everyone pray for Menacing Muskrat for the fires to stop. I reckon they're being set on purpose. But hey, that's just me. It's my opinion. It's not a fact. But I reckon they are. Okay. Out to Lunch said, Menacing Muskrat, be safe. Kai said, I gotta go, guys. Pups need me. Have a good one, Kai. Much love to you and Tony. Alex said, sending love and prayers. Hope you all stay safe, Menacing. And Darren said, stay safe, Kai. And Kai said, much love, dear family. God love you. Alex said, take care. God bless. See you soon. Love to you and Tony. Everyone's saying goodbye, Kai. GLoff said, if you want plenty of rain to go wash the car, if you want plenty of rain, go wash your car or hang your washing out or water your lawn. It'll rain quickly. Follow in some cases with a yard sale. That might work too. And Alex said, awesome, Timmy. And Darren said, works every time, Geo. Out to lunch said, if I didn't have insurance and an EV burnt mine, would I get my car paid for? In Australia, you do. I don't know, actually. But the car that damages yours has to pay from their insurance. That's normally how it goes. I'm not sure if it runs the same way there, and I'm not even sure if it's the same here anymore, you know. But it was always, here in Australia, it was the person whose car damages the other one pays for everything. Out to lunch said, grow a garden if you don't want rain. Darren said, only if you can afford to sue them out to lunch. Menacing Muskrat said, we need rain. Oh, pray for rain for Menacing Muskrat. And now I'm going to have a quick break, and hopefully we're going to go over to Rumble, and Timmy will be joining us, I believe, and we can talk about all this. GLF said, hope it's not a new Ford, Timmy. The steering is all fly-by-wire electric. There's no direct physical connection between the steering wheel and the front wheels. Cells said, or try to mow with an electric mower, you'll get all kinds of rain in Missouri. Oh, well done. Menacing Muskrat said, British Columbia Insurance Corp will not handle EVs, period. She can't insure them. Okay, guys, we're going to have a quick break, probably about, I want to quickly eat something and have a cigarette, so probably about 20 minutes. Meet you over on Rumble, and I'll put the link in the description for Tim Air to jump on. And there's the link to Rumble if anyone wants to come over with us. Thank you very much, Menacing Muskrat. And Alex, it's called Fully Comprehensive Insurance, pays for both vehicles. Yep. Deb said do a rain dance, yeah. Out to lunch said, here if you get hit from behind, you get a ticket for no insurance and the other is responsible for their car. Oh, okay. Tim S. said, I'd never buy Ford. Laughed my ass off. And Deb said, yes, Alex, same here. Well done, guys. Okay, give me about 20 minutes. I'll see you over on Rumble. Hopefully Tim S. can join us, and we'll see you there. Much love, guys. Bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago. But all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago. But all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows. And we're all going in life, still nobody knows. But I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago. But all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. back a year ago.